Guys, we're here with another YouTube video today. We're gonna be reacting to some scary story animations, Walmart horror stories. So let's get it.
Ever work night shifts? I know some of you have. I've seen a few posts around here about people stuck working during the midnight hours, and they're definitely my favorite.
Alright.
Normal people don't really know what it's like to be wide awake when the rest of the world is sleeping peacefully.
Cool.
It's lonely, sure. I find it difficult to keep up with daywalker friends, and I'm pretty sure it cost me one or two girlfriends, but above all, it's weird. But due to my own dumb mistakes, it's pretty much all the work I can get. Yeah, I got a record. Not many places will take me on, let alone give me any serious responsibility. So when the local Walmart here in Nogales, Arizona, offered me a position as a third-shift security guard, I pretty much jumped at the chance. The pay is awesome. Well, as awesome as it's going to get for a guy with my kind of past.
$600, bro?
So, I'm sat in the security office one night, trying not to pass out from boredom, having given up on trying to read this gigantic Stephen King book I got for my 30th birthday. I keep telling myself to read more, but it's tough. I didn't exactly do good in school, so I feel like I missed out on so many cool stories.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, I've seen The Shining and all of that, but I get sick of people telling me how much better the book is. It makes me feel dumb for not having read it.
That's tough.
Anyway, I'm dying of boredom, so I decided to go on a little foot patrol.
That's crazy.
Maybe grab a smoke at one of the emergency exits or something. The boss man checks the CCTV occasionally just to make sure we're not sleeping on the job, which some guys actually get fired for doing. So I get up and wandered around the store in clear view of the cameras before ducking out an exit to light up.
Okay.
Now, Walmart parking lots can get pretty crazy. I've seen full-on fistfights between customers over stuff as small as a parking space. I've had to chase away couples getting a little too fresh in their cars, although that can be hilarious sometimes, and it only gets weirder at night. Meth heads, drug dealers, people who have met on Craigslist selling each other weird stuff. For some reason, they all choose to meet in Walmart parking lots. So as I'm lighting up, a single parked sedan catches my attention. In the deserted lot, it stuck out like a sore thumb. This old battered Ford just sat there all by itself. Oh God, what now, I'm thinking, just preparing myself for whatever bout of crazy was about to unfold. I watched the car for a minute or two, seeing the driver clearly in the front seat. Not like perfectly clearly. It's almost pitch black, obviously, but you know when you can see like the outline of a person in the front seat? Yeah, that. Only, he's not moving at all. He's just sat perfectly still in the middle of the parking lot.
This dude is like, we're gonna get that guy. And the Walmart suit.
I started making little bets with myself in a game I like to call drugs, nookie, or mental illness. Pretty much every encounter I ever have during a shift can be put into one of those categories. Either they're high, horny, or just insane. Now, my first thought here was nookie. The guy's waiting for a lady of the night, calling one of those dumb 1-800 numbers, or just jerking into something gross on his phone. Either way, it's nothing I'll need to call the cops for, so I just finish my smoke and head back inside. An hour or so later, the same deal occurs. My eyes are closing, and I'm finding it harder and harder to stay awake, so I make one of those terrible tasting instant coffees and head out for another smoke. Only...
Yo, this dude keep on going out back and forth, bruh. Just to drink some nasty coffee.
When I get to the emergency exit and step out into the night, that same car is there, having not moved an inch.
It's trying to get you.
Obviously, I'm getting a little suspicious about it now, but mainly because I had no idea what it was even doing there. I can spot a deal or some shady stuff in a meetup going from like a mile away, but they tend to be over and done with kind of fast. They don't hang around in the parking lot, sat still in their driver's seat. Then it hit me. The exterior cameras. They're all night vision capable with zoom lenses. All I had to do was head back to the office and mess with the settings, and I'd pretty much have a sniper's look into the interior of the car. So with the Mission Impossible theme playing in my head, I rush back to the office and start spying on the sedan. Zooming in on the car, the scene lit up by the light-sensitive cameras, I could clearly see this guy's face.
That dude is still right there. He's like, I bet behind them shades he's sleeping right now. He probably like, yeah, I'm getting that dude. Looking at.
Along with a big vintage mustache, the dude has sunglasses on. Sat in his car in the middle of the night.
If you see somebody wearing sunglasses, they suspicious, bro. Sunglasses just sitting in a car with a mustache? Oh yeah, they suspicious.
With shades on. This guy must have been high as a kite. So if it's anything drug-related, I'm pretty obliged to get out of the car and wave them away. No one wants the cops called on them when they have a vehicle full of something illicit or whatever, so it's an easy enough task.
Okay.
I wander out to the car, taking it pretty slow. 9 times out of 10, as I'm approaching, the lights will turn on and the car just speeds out of the parking lot. Only this one just sits there, the guy not moving at all. I tap on the back window, only gently, and say something stern.
You interrupted him sleeping, bruh.
Along the lines of, "Hey, time to leave, buddy. This ain't a motel." Still, no movement.
He's sleeping.
I turn on my torch and I see why. I didn't take in much detail. I didn't need to. There was blood everywhere. Things that should have been inside this dude were festering on the car's floor. Little trickles of blood appearing from under his shades where whoever had done...
Hold up. This doesn't make sense. Earlier when he was checking on him, he didn't have blood coming from him and from his eyes. And now? But that's weird.
And this had apparently taken his eyes, too.
Weird.
I ran about as far as I could before I vomited hot coffee onto the parking lot surface.
Whoa.
I was still retching when I called 911 from the security office. It all seems like a blur now, looking back on it, but what I saw in that car still appears before my eyes sometimes when I close them at night. It's burned into my memory and I don't think I'll ever get it out.
You about to hear my screwed up truth.
Oh yeah, I gotta pause the video for this.
Town. And it doesn't take the cops long to work out that the body was some kind of cartel-related incident. God knows what this poor guy had done. But he must have messed up bad enough to warrant this sort of punishment. These days, I carry a .38 on the job. I've never been interested in firearms, but I feel like I should carry one now, especially when I go out into the parking lot of the Nogales Walmart. Just in case I run into the guys who turned that old sedan.
You know what I'm saying? A's, because there's A's everywhere on these things. A's.
Into something that'll haunt me for the rest of my life. My local Walmart is in Quincy, just outside of Boston. It's a short drive away, and up until about a week or so ago, I would make a weekly trip to the huge superstore to pick up groceries and cheap stationery items for school. So after driving over, I park my car and start making my way towards the main entrance when I start hearing some jerk catcalling me from across the lot. I'm not the most beautiful girl in the world, not by any stretch, but I still get whistled and hollered at by half-drunk nobodies. I just kept walking, totally ignoring their shouts and whistles as I approached the Walmart. That's when I heard his footsteps. The guy who had been shouting at me had jogged over.
For a second, I thought he was Michael Jackson walking like that, bro. Alright, guys. That's the end of the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and peace.